he filled the room. There's no question he filled the room.
Jack Diamond's personality was forged by his iron will. As a boy, he survived the First World War in what is now Poland. At 17 years of age, he made his way across Europe and boarded a ship bound for Canada with $4 in his pocket. By the time he arrived in Vancouver, he was broke. 2 days later, he was working, and within 2 years, he owned his own business, a butcher shop on Robson Street.
He would go to the restaurants and take the orders from the restaurants. He'd go back to his shop, he would cut the meat, he'd go back to the same restaurants again and drop it off, and then he would go back again and collect the funds as soon as he could so he could satisfy the bank, and it was hand-to-mouth existence, but he slowly built a very responsible business.
Vancouver was then plunged into the Great Depression. Jack never faltered in his resolve to build a solid business. And long before it was recognized as good employee relations, Jack provided his staff with benefits. His motivation came from a sense of what he believed to be fair.
He was not a theoretical man, he was a very practical, pragmatic man, and because he could relate to most people, he was able to get things done.
In doing so, he built a fiercely loyal team, one that helped him survive and grow during the challenging times of the Great Depression. By 1941, he was well positioned to grow as the economy expanded. He purchased Western meats and brought to it a piercing insight that saw the company become one of the dominant food suppliers. Then, Prime Minister Mackenzie King called, asking for Jack's help in the development of a plan to ensure Canadians were fed during the war. By the early 50s, Jack had built a reputation as a man who got tough jobs done. That's when Premier W.A.C. Bennett called to say the Commonwealth Games were in trouble. Jack did everything imaginable to raise money. The result was a Miracle Mile and a record of personal achievement that kept growing. Then, as if he could see the future, Jack Diamond moved into the recycling business. Jack and son Gordon started West Coast Reduction, a vital industry in a modern society.
Without plants like this one in the community, Vancouver would have no way to deal with waste from local meat, fish, and poultry industries.
We're a leader in our field. The world comes, and the United States, they come to look at our plant because we have the highest standards of any plant in Canada.
In the morning, he would work 3/8 of a mile in 42, and you thought he wasn't worth a quarter. In the afternoon, when the bugle blew, he went out down there and he ran in 411.
Then there is the horse racing side of Jack's life. It's easy to see from that clip the joy that it brought to him. So much so that horse racing and the business of racing became a lifelong passion. Jack Diamond owned Lansdowne Park, revitalized Exhibition Park, and reinvigorated racing in British Columbia.
All I wanted to do was have a little fun and have a few horses.
Jack was a generous man who gave of his time and his money. One major benefactor of his generous spirit was the Jewish community.
Even when my father did not have wealth, he still was a major giver to all charities.
And we cannot overlook his contribution to Simon Fraser University. For 11 years he was on the board and then served as chancellor from 1975 to 78. From the moment he arrived in Vancouver, Jack Diamond demonstrated a strength of character that would establish him as a business legend.
Oh, his character was unbelievable. He was very demanding, very forthright, and very aggressive.
Jack Diamond, a man of substance with a human touch. He saw opportunities others didn't. A man of integrity, a man who benefited from and gave back to his community.